All right, good morning, everybody.
Morning, Jason.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in for a little early lunch. I know some of you techs eat around this time, but it's early for others. Greatly appreciate you coming back in. Hard to believe, we wrapped up the third quarter already. This year is absolutely flying by. Halfway, I'm standing in front of the speaker. And we're halfway through October and things are moving. And really, we have a lot to celebrate, ladies and gentlemen, for what you all accomplished last quarter. You guys all delivered in an absolute huge way, not only in sales and service and parts, no doubt about that, but really what this group did for our Des Moines community. I'm going to move over here without the feedback. Is that better? All right. And think about what you guys did. First of all, United Way. All of you that participated in United Way, thank you so much. We had a ton of fun between the balloon tosses, the golf cart races, the after-work party. There was so much participation, so much fun, and a lot of money raised for United Way. And again, those funds go back to this Des Moines community. They go back to helping kids get into high school, get help, financial aid, and helping this Des Moines community. And as we've always talked, we can't do anything and we're nothing without this Des Moines community. So again, thank you so much for that. We also moved right into our Habitat for Humanity build. We did that a little differently this year. We did that out at the Nissan store. Again, great participation. And just like our great technicians, we had a really high production percentage. We were moving maybe a little too fast, and I think next year they're going to bring more lumber our way. But if you didn't show up for that, one of the coolest moments was the actual homeowners, the future homeowners that are going to be receiving the home that we helped build was here on site. We got to meet them and they got to meet us, and really seeing the impact, again, that Willis Automotive and all of you are doing to impact the lives of others. Then we talk about our guests. A metric we use often is called CSI, Customer Service Index. We measure this and has measured this forever. But the last 3 months across the campus are really our best overall scores as a campus, both sales and service across all of our brands that we really ever have had. So you continue to take care of our guests in an absolute first-class fashion, and our guests keep coming back, but they keep giving that feedback back to us on how well they are treated. So thank you for that. The new car show. We also had that new car show. The marketing team, raise your hand on the marketing team. Big round of applause for the marketing team and Kitty Marcella. It wasn't only marketing, but techs, you guys had those shots looking absolutely spotless. Sales department, you had the lights looking awesome. Cars were standing tall. Detail department, everybody was involved in making sure this place looked spectacular. I think we had another record crowd. I believe we had over 2,000 people again on hand. We gave away a trip. So we had stamps. People had to get stamps at each of the different showrooms, and if they filled all of their stamps, they were drawn in a drawing for a trip to Europe. And one of our guests that won that is just unbelievably excited for that. But again, we had 2,000 people here. We had about 35 factory reps that came in. So think about that. Our factories took 35 of their people, put them in a car, drove them all the way here, or flew them here, paid for them for a hotel just to come and be with us for this event. John Holstrom was just in an event in Chicago yesterday, 2 days ago, with Volvo, and their Volvo team just could not stop talking about what an amazing event, and amazing men and women that we have here at Willis Automotive, and just could not thank us enough. Industry-wise, we got a lot of fun things going on campus around the industry. First of all, please stand up, world famous Ryan Carlson. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Give Ryan a big round of applause. You might want to get his autograph before he goes big and you're going to need to talk to an agent. But some of you may have heard of a podcast called Car Dealership Guy. Ryan is featured for 20 minutes on today's podcast. There is a younger looking picture of Ryan in the email that went out to everyone today. So if you are a podcast listener, listen to Car Dealership Guy, and you will hear a great 20 minutes from Ryan Carlson. Sales department, really going to be affected by this more than anything. The websites, our Willis Auto website will be changing again. We'll be getting a new Willis Automotive website, Josh, in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Next week.
Even better, next week. So be on the lookout for hopefully a more user-friendly Willis Automotive website. And again, that marketing team, can't thank them enough. That is a lot of work to change websites and get all those systems working together. Let's see, Land Rover. How many of you knew that Land Rover was hit by a cyber attack this year, or this month? Did you guys hear about that one? So Land Rover was hit by a major cyber attack that actually shut down the factory for about a month. Luckily, we had enough cars in stock that it has not affected us yet, outside of special orders that people have put in there. But they have gotten that figured out, and very slowly that factory is getting back up and going. I really don't think that's going to affect us much. Again, outside of some custom orders that guests may be waiting a little longer for, but that has all been wrapped up. Volvo made a big announcement with John on that meeting in Chicago the other day. In 2027, they'll be getting a new product. So we all have the XC90. How much we love that XC90. That is it is Volvo's best seller. They'll be coming out with an XC100. So they'll be going larger for a little bit more size, maybe more TX size, maybe a little bigger than that. So big news coming out of Volvo. I was in Colorado last week with Lexus. Got to see the new Lexus ES. We'll be seeing that car early in the spring. That car is going to be unique. That car is going to be 75% of the new ES will be a hybrid model, and 25% of that vehicle will be 100% electric. We'll only receive the electric model for the first 3 months, and then the hybrids come later on. But that car is a gorgeous car. As we all know, the outgoing ES had been with us for a long, long time, and we're ready for a good refresh. So exciting things coming there with Lexus. We also get a new NX towards the back half of the year that really is going to update the technology and demand for that vehicle. You'll also, if you read a lot of automotive news, Lexus made an interesting announcement on as well. So you have today, in the hierarchy of Toyota, you have Toyota and then you have Lexus. However, when you look at the other luxury brands, especially in the European brands, there is another level of vehicle. So in Mercedes, for example, it's a Maybach. In BMW, it is a Rolls-Royce. In Japan, they have a vehicle called the Century. Toyota built a brand called Century. It is a hand-built, it is what the Emperor drives. It is the highest level of perfection that Toyota builds. And they did announce to the Lexus dealers that they are bringing Century to the United States as its own brand. So there will be a brand, and a highly exclusive brand over Lexus. It's going to start off with a small 4-door SUV. Had a chance to see a concept of it, absolutely gorgeous. It's interesting, it's going to be more built for the backseat driver, or rider, sorry, than the driver. Shouldn't be too many backseat drivers, should there? But then they also showed pictures of what could come of a 2-door coupe that is absolutely as sexy as it can be. Now, what we don't know is if that car will be able to be sold at Lexus or through Lexus dealers. That is still a little foggy. The fact that they told us and showed us at the Lexus meeting leads me to believe that yes, they will, but we don't know. So I'm sure you'll have guests start coming in and asking about these Century vehicles. And right now, my guess is it's still 2 years away before we see anything concrete for sale, but it is coming. And we're certainly hoping that we'll have an opportunity to sell this great product right along with the Lexus. Outside of that, as we go into the holiday season, just want to thank you again for everything that you're doing. And again, with this new car show, I feel like we've all learned, it reminds me of a great lesson we learn every year with that. You know, this year we only had one new exclusive car to show at that new car show, and that was over at the Affinity Store. Outside of that, every car that we had in our showrooms has been on the roads for at least 6 months or more. Yet people still pack the house, which just means they love the cars. People come here not for the cars. They come here because of every single one of these. They come here because of the difference that you make in their life. And trust me, you make a difference in your life, in their life. whether you're fixing their car, whether you're answering their phone when they call and they have an issue, whether you're fixing their car that's in collision or selling them a new car, you are making a difference. And people highly respect everything that you do. They know what you're doing in the community. They love the core values that you are. So thank you for that. Let's have a great end of the year. So with that, I got to scoot over to Nissan, but I will open up to questions before we get going. Any questions for me? Before I go, then Matt, stand up. What do you guys think about these new uniforms? The technician uniforms? Look at this. Thank you. Vanna White, Matt here. Turn around.
Oh my gosh,
Look at that. Look at that. So our techs all got great uniforms. You guys look very professional. I love it. And with that, we'll pass it over to Matt.
All right, thanks, Jace. Give your hand for Jason there. All right, I'm going to pass around the Family Fund box. There is also a QR code somewhere that you can make a donation right up here if you'd like to take a scan on that. Family Fund, as a reminder to those who don't know, it's a way for us to take care of each other. We all are teammates, but we are family as well. And this is an opportunity when life happens to one of our teammates, they have the opportunity to come to anyone in HR or anyone on the executive team and just say, hey, I got this going on. And that fund goes to help and support those teammates. So it's us helping each other. I'm going to send that around. Pass that, if you would, please. Give that one more sec, Sam, and we'll go VTO. All right, update on the VTO, our Vision Traction Organizer. Our executive team met off-site again and identified the most... What's a rock? I always say that. What's a rock? Who can tell me what a rock is? I almost said it. Come on, this is the participation time, and I'll do this whole meeting to the back room if we need to. Bill?
So the most important thing we need to focus on over the next 90 days.
Exactly right, Bill. For that, you get $100. Keep that in mind next time. You never know when Saka's got money. Cash and fist. Answer questions and participate. So yes, we identified the most important things to get done over the next 90 days. Number one, hire one Land Rover A technician. And that's Ryan Carlstead's goal. We've had that for a while, making good progress on that, we hope. But that'll be rock for him. Create and share a visual of our DMS software setup. That's John Holstrom. That's perfect for John. That's a lot. Anybody know what that means? It doesn't matter. Make a decision on 2026 Willis Experience Training. Let me step back. It does matter. That's a really big deal because we are in the process of either electing to remain with CDK or possibly transition. Probably the best thing to do right now is to stay with what we're at. But our contract with CDK is up in October of 2026. And so we need to have something and a plan in place. And this is going to give us the ability to make the best possible decision. So I definitely don't want to make light of number two. But number three, make a decision on the 2026 Willis Experience Training. And that's curriculum. That's the ongoing training that we've done. Guest care for the past 2 years. And Jason's going to partner with Josh on that. But Jason owns it. So that's the most important things. Next up is our fixture marks, right?
Thanks, back. Chorus and gutters.
All right, wrapping up a good third quarter in fixed operations. All in, we'll just kind of start with the little not so great and get it out of the way. All in fixed operations came up 3% short of our budget, but there were some great top performers throughout it. In our service departments, the Cadillac service department is Volvo's service department. 110% of budget at Cadillac and 109 at Volvo. On parts, it was a great quarter in parts. Total parts was 104% of their budget. The main parts department was 109. Hickman parts department was 109. And the Chevy was just over at 101. Main campus collision was exactly on their budget. Really good quarter for them. And then the detail department here on main campus also knocked it out of the park, finishing 107% budget. CSI, Jason kind of stole my thunder there, but this third quarter is one of our best quarters ever for CSI. year to date, we got a lot over in Cadillac, Chevy, Infiniti, Lexus, Mini, and Nissan all over here to date. So we had a really great CSI year going, just coupled with a great quarter, and it's rolling into this month and fourth quarter as well. What our guests are saying, I tried to kind of look around and make sure that I saw which advisors are here. These guys sat right in the front row, so I don't pick on you, not pick on you guys, recognize you guys, honestly. Jays, you had a guest reply with a survey that comments that they were efficient, personable, and really made you feel like business with them matters. Some great job there. Logan, yours, always professional and always takes the time to let me know how things are going. When looking back a little bit further, I see Mr. Kendrick back there. We got one back this quarter. I own 2 Volvo cars. Willis Volvo is excellent, and they type that out in all caps. So did I, in all respects. So great job there. And then we had one, I don't have the name on this one, but I thought it just kind of summed up all the service parts, clothes, and everybody. The guest just replied to the survey, all caps, Willis rocks, with several exclamation points on it. So great job there. Great job taking care of our guests. We appreciate all you guys do. Outlook into the fourth quarter. First thing first, October, 23 days. Everybody always hears me say that in fixed operations, but those are the months that we set records. So this month, it's going to be a fun one. We're off to a hot start, and should be a huge number that fixed operations puts up this quarter. Tire season starting. I was talking to Romick earlier today, and the number of tires we have flying off the Lexus service drive and all of our service drives. We're just killing it in tires. And then another one that Jason kind of stole my thunder. You guys, all the new uniforms look fantastic. I hope you guys like them. It's been a long time coming. It's nice to kind of throw out the old and bring in the new. So thanks for hanging in with us on that. You know, it was just like the DMS thing. It was last year at this meeting when we set our contract with our uniform companies up in October. So it's time to start looking, and that's the same thing we're doing with the DMS. So good quarter for fixed operations. Thank you all for everything you do. We appreciate it. You guys do a great job of taking care of our guests, fixing cars, fixing tough issues. Keep it up, and I'm excited for October and the fourth quarter. Thanks, everybody. I want to have one more fixed ops because I see the person out here. We had one fixed ops person run a marathon, 26.2 miles this past quarter. If that person could just stand up and be recognized, please, Carly.
She's
26 miles. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Of course, my pleasure. All right, on to variable remarks. Variable remarks are everything on the sales side, finance department, accessories, and of course, selling cars. Internet department. They're not on this campus anymore, but we really need to throw out some appreciation to that internet sales team. So far this year, they've made 26,820 outbound phone calls on our behalf. Lisa Cole is the top at 4,173 outbound phone calls. They've made 7,002 text messages outgoing, and they've managed 11,776 leads year to date and have assisted in 2,414 sales. So I know they're not here, but give a hand to the internet department, please. Because we are filming this, so maybe they'll go back and watch. The business office, our finance managers. Last quarter was the highest PVR of the year, and that means the highest gross per vehicle retailed. And so outstanding, they set records there. It was driven primarily by product sales and primarily service contracts. And what does that mean? Guest buys a vehicle and they want to protect that vehicle, extend the service on that vehicle to keep it under warranty for a longer period of time. That lends itself to great guest care. For those of you that are in sales, is it easier when somebody has an issue with their pre-owned car, if they have a service contract, or if they don't have a service contract? This is participation time.
They do.
If they do, why is that?
Usually it's up.
It's covered, yes. So you have a much better guest experience when the guest is protected. Equally important, the guests are coming back to us. They're coming back to our service departments. They're continuing to have those touch points with us because as we all say, and Ryan says it, sales sells the first car, and service and collision and parts sell every car after that until they get back turned over. So it's definitely a group effort there. Those service contracts are great. One thing that you don't think of all the time is, remember back in the day, you'd go in to buy a car and there'd be a pile of paperwork. There's a little bit less paperwork now if you're financing the vehicle, because we now have the ability to do what's called e-contracting. That means that once the guest signs the contract through the pad, it is gone to the bank, funded from the bank. Their trade is paid off almost immediately, offering another increase in guest care. And it's less expensive. We pay $45 per contract to mail these contracts certified to the banks. So if you think about the fact that this campus last quarter signed 600 finance contracts, which was up 30% year over year, that's $27,000. That's pretty good, just to get with the times and embrace technology. Let's see, year to date we sold 2,000, oh wait, back. Year to date top performers, most deals done, and Billy at 721. Billy's in the room. Give him a round of applause, please. Most gross profit on the books, Tony Murillo. Is Tony here? Should we clap for Tony or no? Yeah, let's clap for Tony. Go. Everybody said yes. Thank you. I know we had to think about it for a minute. Tony is my business manager when I started selling cars back in the day. That's how old he is. Not okay. Get that on tape. And the highest PVR in the company was Andy Fox over at the Nissan store in 1875. But most importantly, from the finance office and the business office, Haley Ann Anacarico had a healthy baby girl. So give her a round of applause. Moving right along, I'll try to get through this. So far, year to date, we have sold 2,421 new vehicles, which is 18 over budget. So far, year to date, we have sold 3,230 used cars, which is 117 behind budget. Let's go. And our top 3 salespeople year to date, number 3, Chad Wilson from over at the Nissan new car department, Jimmy Glenn over at our Nissan pre-owned department, and number 1 with 178.5 sales year to date is Bernardo from up at Chevy at Granger. So offer a round of applause from those guys. CSI, thank you for the great guest care. So far year to date, we are 7 out of our 8 brands are over national average through September. We can't say enough about how awesome it is that you take care of our guests at such a high level. Just one highlight of the year, Lexus, I mentioned it last meeting. It's on pace for a record year. We sold 701 new Lexus through September. By comparison, we sold 708 Nissans. So Lexus is poised to possibly be the volume leader, and they're trending to sell over 900 vehicles for the first time in Willis history. Our best year ever was last year at Lexus, and we sold 808. So we are, big things are happening over there. Thank you for all the cross sales. Sales overall, we're in a competitive market. It's a grind right now. It's not easy. And if you're in that sales department or on the internet team, you know that every deal you get takes that much more value to build. And those that are putting in the work, hitting the auto alert, save a deal calls, reaching out on Facebook Marketplace, and really doing everything they can to possibly sell a car and be a star are having good success. It's just a lot harder right now, but you know what? That's okay, because we have the best team in the business, without a doubt, and I'm not worried about us whatsoever. We're totally looking forward to Q4. It's selling season, December to remember, and all of the other holiday programs that go along with that. Just quick shout outs. None of this happens, and we have our sales process, the proven process. So I can't get out without shouting out to our service departments, the detail departments, accounting, the delivery team that delivers all of our cars, titling department, that's the final stamp on the car deal, collision department that always takes care of us when we bang up cars out on the lot, and we do it quite frequently. Check your policy expenses managers. Parts department, we can't do anything if we don't have the parts, so thank you for that. HR department, You helped assemble the best team in the business. So huge thank you to the HR department and our marketing department that gets the message out each and every day. Thank you all so much. With that, I'm turning it over to Callie. Actually, I'm going to keep it just for a minute. We had the best United Way campaign going that we've ever had since I've been here, 13 years. And a lot of people have run that United Way campaign, including myself. And I'm here to tell you that this year was way better than any of the ones that anybody before had ever done. So we had a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody that came out on that evening event that we did. That was the one that I was most nervous about. When Lauren was like, hey, we want to have a Willis After Dark, I was like, oh crap, we tried that once and nobody showed up. But then I realized it was old people like me trying to organize it. And when you have people like Lauren and all the people on the committee and our employee council getting on board with things like that and running it, people are actually interested. So huge shout out to everyone that participated in an event, everyone that helped organize the events. It was so much fun. And again, that one After Dark, that was my favorite. Great band, by the way. That was awesome. Really good link too. Appreciate that. A couple other things on United Way. Our forms are due tomorrow. If you haven't turned in your forms yet, even if it's a 0, please turn those in. If you don't want it to be a 0, put $1 on there. And we can either take that out of one paycheck or just come in, I'll give you $1. It'd be really cool to have as many people participate as possible in that. So forms are due tomorrow. And we have our silent auction tomorrow, our final event. The final event, it'll be from 12 to 3 over in the Lexus training room. If you want to come and bid on things in person. Also, Google Sheets will be sent out if you want to prefer to bid that way. Cool? All right, thank you all. Can I turn it over now, Tal?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So I am going to be speaking on behalf of the safety committee. Just a few points here. Winter weather is coming up, so of course be careful walking on the ice out there and driving slowly so we don't slide into other cars. And that would go with the speeding on campus. I would say that has probably not gotten any better, if not worse. So please watch where you are going, whether you are in one of our cars, a customer's car, and even on the golf cart, most importantly, because you are not protected on that golf cart. Shop etiquette. So I just want to talk a little bit about working in the shop, being in the shop, who should be allowed in the shop. It is not proper to have your buddies come in and sit with you at your bay and help you work on a car or watch you work on a car. So we do ask that during work hours, they are not sitting there visiting with you and trying to help you or gain experience. I know some of you salespeople would like to bring guests back into the shop area. Just be mindful of where you are walking. Don't get up under the cars with them. Stay in the main lane, things like that. It's for everyone's safety, so please just think about that and abide by those rules. And you guys, I'm sure, are all aware of recent break-ins that we had at our Nissan store. The Granger Motors across the street from our Chevy store also got broken into. I think Jimmy Wormuth asked if your tools are covered in any instance that they were to be stolen while being stored at the shop. And the answer to that is yes, they are 100% covered under our insurance policy. So if something were to happen to them, they will get replaced at no cost to you.
And take a tool inventory, even if it's just shooting a video with your cameras, know what you have. Because if something did happen and something's missing, if you're going off memory, you're going to lose. So shoot a video of what you got and just keep that your phone and just keep a record.
Lock your toolboxes. I know that they are easy to break into, but it's another layer of safety if you can.
Okay.
Fun stuff. So injuries at work and workers' compensation. I decided to talk about this because winter weather is coming up, and we do find that people are most hurt during that season. So what is workers' compensation and an injury at work? Basically, like it says, you are injured at work. It is not anything that you will have to seek care through your own personal insurance. We have a company that is called RAS who pays you out on lost time. They direct you to medical care, and they also facilitate your whole process of getting better. So what should you do in an instance of you getting injured at work? First, tell your supervisor if you are capable. If it is a life-threatening injury, of course, call 911. If it's not, either visit a walk-in clinic or urgent care, depending on the severity of the injury. If it's nothing super life-threatening or that needs immediate attention, you can come to me and I will schedule you an appointment with our occupational medicine out at Unity Point on Lakeview in West Des Moines on University. And the last one there, you will also want to call MedCore at some point. This is what communicates your injury over to our work comp company, and their phone number is right there. That phone number is posted in break rooms, and managers, especially service managers, should have a little card that has that phone number on it. So this records the injury for you, sends it over to an adjuster, and that adjuster will be assigned to you, and they will contact you directly and walk you through the whole process of getting better. And like I said, keep in contact with that adjuster. They are going to be the one that gets you better the fastest. You can come to me, but it's just another middleman instance, and it slows down the process. And I would just also say, be in contact and let your manager know when you're going to be out for physical therapy appointments and things like that, if that is something that you need. All right, so we have holidays that are coming up. For Thanksgiving, we are closing at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, the 26th. We are off all day on the following Thursday, the 27th, Thanksgiving Day, and back to our regular schedule on Friday, the 28th. For Christmas, we are off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, the 24th and the 25th, and back to regular schedule on Friday, the 26th. For New Year's, we are off on New Year's Day, and back to regular schedule on Friday, the 2nd. I will note, so Spare Time is where we are going to have our winter outing this year. It's an arcade bowling game venue out in West Des Moines, and that is going to take place on January 24th of 2026. So we look forward to seeing you all there. It'll be a lot different than what we've done in the past, and I think it's going to be super fun. So we hope to all see you there. All right, I think this is my last slide. We have open enrollment coming up for insurance. That is going to run from November 3rd to November 12th. I did send out an email to the main campus email. We are having in-person office hours with Holmes Murphy on November 5th from 1 to 5 p.m. And I sent out a Google form for you to be able to sign up and secure a slot to come in and talk with them in person for any questions you have regarding open enrollment or benefits. So if you did not see that email, please check your email. If you did not get it, let me know. I will send you the Google form directly. I believe that's it from me. Yeah. And I'm going to pass it on to Dave Allison.
Hello. So I'm Dave, like I said, President of the Employee Council. How's it going? And you might say, Employee Council, what do you guys do? So kind of came together as a team and put together what we like to do is we like to plan events to bring employees together to go next. We also like to recognize the employees that we have, which is why we brought the employees spotlight back. So you saw stuff on social media and stuff like that going out for all the different people outside of just the employee of the month. We also like to be an open forum. So when we do meet, it's open forum. You guys can come. If you have any questions, maybe you're interested in joining the committee, just come and hang out, see what it's all about. Everybody's welcome to come. We meet the first Tuesday of every month at 5:45 in the Lexius training room, and then we meet the third Tuesday for lunch in Cadillac Conference Room. And what we kind of got going on right now is we have the chili cook-off, which is tomorrow, and we've actually had the record amount of people sign up, which we've had like 20 or 21 people across all 3 locations. So make sure you come hungry tomorrow and enjoy some chili. It'll be in the Cadillac break room, Nissan executive office, and I think Granger's going to have theirs in the showroom. Corporate Games is going to be coming up here in the summer, but with Spencer Peterson no longer here, we need someone to step up and fill that role of kind of helping out. I've talked to a couple different people about helping out and being part of the team to lead that. So it'd be attending meetings, sending out emails, stuff like that to get people engaged on campus. Also, you have the Ugly Sweater contest coming up in December, so make sure you guys get those out and washed and ready to go. And also, I was just thinking about this while I was sitting here. Halloween is like in a couple weeks, so make sure you share your photos in the chat of everybody in their costumes in your different departments. It'll be fun. But that's all I got. If you have any questions, employee council at willisauto.com, or reach out to any of us here. And also, Jay Fike joined us again. So she's not on the list, but she joined again. So awesome. Oh, there you are right there. Awesome. But that's it. That's all I got. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Dave. This employee is awesome. They are really getting things done for all of you. And by getting things done, it just doesn't mean they're getting everything that they're asking for, but they get, I would hope to say, answers very quickly for people. So if you need anything or anything's on your mind, reach out to any of them. They're a great resource, and they get it in front of the executive team immediately. So with that, let's go do some core value shout outs. We did something a little bit different this time. We asked all of our managers to reply back core value by core value as to who comes to mind that meets these core values. So the first one, we demonstrate a can-do attitude. Who wants to read all those names for me? Yeah, that is Riot.
Quinn LaFrance, Alex King, Dana Delafield, Lincoln Demick, Jordan Lawson, Matthew Grossman, Austin Paul, Jose Jimenez, Ida Jorgensen, Stephen Peter, Marion Matthew, Trevor Clark, Will Smith, all of the Cadillac technicians, Christelle Miller, Mike Thomas, Emily Cooper, Dan Keaty, if he wasn't included in the Cadillac technicians, he's looking good at that. Nick Sanders Jr., Samantha Juarez, and Nick Roman.
Awesome. Anyone else come to mind from the floor that has can-do attitude? Anyone else come to mind? Can-do attitude. Who's got a can-do attitude? Corey out. All right.
David Baum.
David Baum. Who else? Can-do attitude.
Bill Klopstead.
Yes, sir. Bill Klopstead. Anyone else? All right, let's give a round of applause for can-do attitude.
All right, we exhibit professionalism in all things we do. You know, a nice list, and I'll hand the mic back to Soccer.
All right. I'll hand it to Bill. That's how you need to do it.
Tanner East, Ed Butler, Jose Jimenez, Todd Lee, Nicholas Sanders Jr., Michael Yack, Dylan Sheberman, Michael Yack twice, Versad, Rodden Thompson, Aaron Eisenberg, Mike Waller, Todd Speck, Brian Bartwist, James Burrows, Don Crowder, Lisa Howard, and Gina Minnersall.
All right. Who else? Can-do attitude. Strong story. Exhibits professionalism. Who else? Billy, yes. Who else? Exhibits professionalism. What about Jamie Pierce?
Good.
Just because I was looked at and built that. I'm very professional today. And every day. Anyone else? All right. On to, we operate with honesty and integrity. Honesty and integrity. Josh will take us through this.
Good, good.
That'll be great. If I mess up your last name, I'm sorry. Kaylee Lamb, Rashad, Steve Radke, Chris Pulaski, Jeff Laporte, John Kendrick, Will Smith, Chris Musselman, Chris Prop, Don McGuffin, Cassie Haven, Charlie Phillips, Christelle Miller, Greg Bliss, Veronica, Lori Mordini, Callie Davis, and Nick Romer.
Yes. Thanks to that, Josh. Who else? Honesty and integrity. There's got to be a few on there. This is time when we participate. Fair now. Wake up. Honesty and integrity. You think of any of those? Liz Compton. Throw it out to Liz.
Yeah, she's
Yes, thank you. That's a good one. Honesty and integrity. Who else? I'm going Steve Radke. Steve, definitely. All right, what's next? Anybody else? Centered on faith, family, and community. Faith, family, and community. Who wants to read this one for me? Callie?
John Linares, Carly Porter, Dave Allison, Andrew Burkhart, Noe Gierbaum, Ryan Gilmore, Dan Keaty, Brian Bartusik, John Linares again, Sarah Waltz, Samantha Juarez, Stacy Miller, and Johnny Linares again. Hey.
Wow, Johnny. Who else? Faith, family, community.
I think Linares.
Which Ryan? Ryan Carlstead. All right. Yes, definitely. Faith, family, and community. How about Lauren Saxton and that community committee with the United Way? Let's throw out to all of them. Faith, family, and community. Anyone else? John Linares. Yep. Is he in here? Oh, he'll be here next time, and he'll hear all that, won't he, Sean? All right, what's next? We are enthusiastic, energetic, and competitive. Energetic and competitive. Sam?
I'm really bad with names, so I'm so sorry. Carly Porter, Marion Matthew, Quinn, Jerry Rodriguez, Matt Brown, Lenton Peterson, Alex Key, Bobby Simon, Dylan, Audrey Matea, Marcel Soljic, Kathy Pierce, Bill Beck, Craig Bliss, and Carter Listen.
All right. Who else? Energetic, enthusiastic, competitive. Who else? Anybody? Anybody from the Collision Center in that? Skippy? Yes? For sure. You want to say why or just leave it at that? Just leave it at that. Anybody else back here?
just
Louder. West. Yes. Enthusiastic, energetic, and competitive for sure.
not just that test.
Yes. It's a great one. Anybody else?
I like this one.
All right, I'll get to Ryan.
All right, evolving and never satisfied. Last one. Matt Jazz, since you're so competitive, here's the mic. And you can sing. And you can sing too, right? I can't sing. I saw it.
I thought like I
Saw it. Did I think you saw it?
Brendan Riley, Bobby Simon, Sergio Sandoval, Marion Matthew, Adam Offerman, Sterling Brunk, Carson Tingwald, Chris Wilder, Sterling Brunk again, Jaden Johnson, Jamie Fike, Whitney, Audley Natalia, and Trevor Soot.
There you go.
Shut up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who else?
See, oh, sing. I cannot sing. That is one trick to play it.
All right, everybody, evolving in the status quo.
What's that? Or did that? You lost the bet.
We could sing happy birthday. Is anybody's birthday today? Yesterday? Tomorrow? Wait. Judy's is tomorrow? Oh, crank it up, Gina. Crank it up. All right. Should we wrap it? All right, Jason asked for questions earlier. We didn't really have any. Anybody have anything right now in their minds? Or shall we give you a little bit of your time back? Well, just wrapping it up, you can't say enough how much we appreciate this team and everybody on it. Every department really depends on every other department to make this whole big thing go, and I feel like you really do a great job of it. You all do a really great job of it. Thanks for being part of our family. Let's kill it in Q4 and have a great rest of your day.